This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The 159th Annual Bloomsburg Fair officially opens tomorrow. We'll introduce you to the artists behind a special new attraction. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Lisa Sugart, sitting in for Ken Cara. Now, before we take you to the fair, we begin with headlines this evening. Even though the new school year is well underway, new students continue to register for the Hazleton Area School District. And as a result, the district is now requiring that all new registrations make an appointment. The new school year is well underway, but the registration process is continuing here in the Hazleton Area School District. Joining me today is Ken Briggs, the Director of Technology for the district. Mr. Briggs, I guess, first of all, how many students continue to register for the Hazleton Area School District?
Well, to put it in perspective, in the past 3 weeks, we've registered more students than most school districts in this area register in the entire year. We've registered well over 370 students just in 3 weeks. That's in addition to all the registrations we've been doing since March of last year.
What type of toll has that taken on the office staff? I understand you've been here very late in the evenings. Especially the registration office, they've been working regularly, well past their scheduled time of 4 o'clock, sometimes until 11 o'clock at night, trying to get all the students registered, get all the paperwork done. And it's compounded by the requirements of the state. We have to, back 10 years ago, registration used to be a 5-minute process. A parent came in, they filled out a form, in 5-10 minutes they were done. Now, the state requires a lot of information about the student that we have to collect at registration time. So even with our online registration system, we're still talking 15 to 20 minutes a student to register. In the past, we did registration appointments during the day, and every once in a while we'd have open registration at night where we just say we're going to be here from 4 o'clock until 7, come on in. This year that became very troublesome because people were getting frustrated. Our staff was getting frustrated because they had to wait 3, 4, 5 hours. So what we're doing now is we're making appointments for everybody. Even when we have nighttime registrations, we are making appointments for that nighttime registration so we know how many people are coming in. And if someone needs maybe not to register, but they want to do something like a change of address, they also need an appointment?
Yes, we're asking them also to make an appointment for their sake and for ours so we know who's coming in. If you just walk in, we don't know if we have a full schedule to try and fit somebody in for a simple change of address, which is really a 10-minute process. They might be sitting for an hour waiting. So if they make an appointment, it'll just make it go a lot smoother for themselves and for us.
And to help make the process go easier, I'm sure they need the proper documents when they come in.
A lot of people who are coming in do not have the proper documents, and they get frustrated, and it's not the registration secretaries who are requiring this. It's the state and district policy that require this. First off, we have to have some proof of the student's age, whether that is a birth certificate, a baptismal certificate, or a prior record from another school district. Second off, immunizations. We have to have immunizations for the student. Otherwise, they cannot enter the school. Thirdly, we have to have proof of address. Hazleton area requires 3 different proofs of address. It has to be something from a reputable organization, the government, something like that with the address on it.
And if anyone out there has any questions about the whole registration process, where do they call?
Well, they can call the main office at the 459-3111 number. If there's issues with the registration process, they don't feel they've been treated fairly, they can contact me. My extension is 3100.
Important information to keep in mind if you are registering at the Hazleton Area School District. Well, otherwise, good news today for 2 colleges in our area. Governor Tom Corbett announced that King's College in Wilkes-Barre will receive a $3 million Economic Growth Initiative grant for renovation of a former downtown hotel into academic space known as King's on the Square. The renovation supports the college's physician assistant, athletic training, and exercise science programs. Meanwhile, neighboring Wilkes University will also receive $3 million to renovate the Stark Learning Center and provide significant new technology for that university's College of Science and Engineering.
Eric Frayne is now on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. That designation means that the full resources of the federal government are now at the state police's disposal. As a result, officials can search in any state, territory, or possession of the United States. Frayne's picture will now be broadcast on electronic billboards along the East Coast. The FBI is offering a $100,000 reward, that in addition to the $75,000 reward offered by Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers. Some tense moments last night in Frackville. Firefighters from several companies responded to 138 North Cherry Street and found smoke and flames coming from a structure. Initial reports indicated someone may have been trapped on the second floor. Firefighters conducted 3 searches, but no one was inside. The fire caused extensive damage. No word yet on a cause. WAZL 1490 AM will now be heard on both AM and FM. WAZL was expected to begin a simulcast of its programming on 94.5 FM today. The 135 watts of FM power is expected to cover the Hazleton area. Geos Communications purchased WAZL back in July of 2013 and changed the format to modern country. It's also continuing the tradition of broadcasting local high school sports. Well, today is preview day for the 159th annual Bloomsburg Fair. While the fair officially opens tomorrow, you can enjoy a sneak peek today. Regular admission is $8, but you can get in for $3 for the rest of today. Just yesterday, the fair announced a replacement for A&E TV's Duck Dynasty duo. The popular Tommy Guns Band will perform starting at 7:30 Sunday. The Duck Dynasty duo canceled due to a conflict on the West Coast. The couple's daughter is appearing on the TV show Dancing with the Stars, and the Robertsons needed to be in Los Angeles. Sunday night's performance by the Tommy Guns Band is free. The performance starts 7:30 Sunday night at the Grandstand's main stage. For more information, you can log on to bloomsburgfair.com. And while you're at the fair, be sure to check out a new attraction. Our Janine Mazurkevich talks with the woman behind a very special artwork that is sure to grab your attention.
A lot of history here at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds. Who can forget the flood of 2011? There is now a mural that represents that. It's the entire wall here. This part is actually completed, and I'm here with the artist, Mona. So Mona, thank you for having us. I know this has been taking a lot of your time, a lot of hard work.
Yes, it has. It's an idea that I think needs to be remembered, how the fair recovered in one short year with brought in the Sky Ride, and if you could have seen the fair after that was canceled, you would have never believed that it could recover like it did. And it's not just the fair, it's the entire area. It's the resolve of the people who live in this area to say, oh, no, this can't stay this way. We are getting this fixed. And so the black and white side is a depiction only in shades of gray with the red canceled sticker over it. And then the other 2/3 of the fair, this is the left-hand side. We brought in the Sky Ride, and of course you got the rolling hills of Pennsylvania and the trees and landmarks that are unique to this particular fairground, with the grandstand, bleachers, stage, the Millennium Park, and of course all the great fair food. People are going to be the last thing to be in here, and we hope to just bring this mural to life before the fair starts.
How much time did this take you? It looks like a lot of work went into this thought process and actually to paint this mural. Hours.
It's a labor of love. It long surpassed being a task a long time ago. And it's hard to say how many hours, because it's always in the back of your mind thinking little things like, oh, we're going to call it a cultural building, not an agricultural building or horticultural. And it's kind of like having a baby. You know, you're here we are, and you know, yep, the deadline's coming.
Okay.
So
what do you hope people get from this mural?
Well, I'll tell you what, we artists, especially old people like me, we're really sick and tired of art programs getting cut in schools, art history not being taught. This mural is just part of a larger mural movement across the country, and I am grateful and proud that the fair thought I could pull this off for them.
Well, I think you did a phenomenal job. You could come down here to the fairgrounds and get your picture in front of the mural. You can take different parts of it. It definitely represents every aspect of the Bloomsburg Fair.
We're not done with this during the fair. We'll be grabbing people walking by saying, come here, stand right
Bring your paintbrush.
Let me get the brush. I mean, we'll just be pulling them off the streets to get them, painted all in here, without a doubt.
Thank you so much. I'm going to let you finish painting. And again, we invite everyone down here to the Bloomsburg Fair.
Thanks, Janine. Well, coming up, if you're getting married soon, Janine's back with some great tips for the bride and groom. And it's Friday. That means Ron Marchetti's here with short shots. Stay that my friend fast.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, we're making your wedding wishes come true here at Celebrations and Sand Springs. We're back with Stacy each Friday giving you some great tips on planning your wedding. And this is a beautiful setup. So this is one idea that you can have your ceremony right on location, right?
Right. When it comes to planning a wedding, one of the first decisions a bride and groom have to make is where they're going to hold their ceremony.
Right.
So here at Sand Springs, we do offer an on-site ceremony site so that they can have everything done in one location. Your guests don't have to be traveling everywhere. They can come here, have the ceremony, and then go inside the ballroom for the reception.
And this is very quaint, as you can see. It holds, a decent amount of people if you're having a small wedding or a bigger wedding, and you have it decorated so nicely with the water fountain so peacefully behind the ceremony. So what else can we talk about today to give them some ideas on making their weddings unique?
One way to make your wedding unique is to have an on-site ceremony in a location such as Sand Springs where it has all of the natural beauty. The nice thing is here, you don't have to do a whole lot to dress it up. In the background, as you can see, there's beautiful trees, some flowers, the greens behind us. So if you want to keep it simple, you don't have to do anything. If you're looking for something more extravagant, ideas such as the draping and the flowers on the chair have been very popular in the past year.
And as we mentioned in some of our other segments, this year it's very popular to stay with the basic white, cream or ivory with that pop of color. So if you wanted to add the pop of color, you can do so either on the chairs or on the drapery.
Correct.
All right, next week we are staying outside at the beautiful Sand Springs. How about those pictures? You keep those forever, right?
Absolutely, and there's no place better than Sand Springs to come and get your wedding photos.
We have more tips for you next week right here at FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Checking out our forecast for the upcoming weekend, and as you head out to the Bloomsburg Fair, looks like beautiful skies. For tonight, increasing clouds, our low dipping down to 55 degrees. Saturday, cloudy, but then becoming mainly sunny with a high of 69. Saturday night, increasing clouds, low dipping down to 57. On Sunday, there is a chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, but temperatures warming up to 75 degrees. On Sunday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low around 50. Monday, as we head back to work, plenty of sunshine, high of 62. More sunshine headed our way on Tuesday with a high of 64. And Tuesday night, the low gets down to a chilly 41 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
Time now to see if you have some lucky numbers on your lottery tickets. The daily number for today, 291, the big 4, 5753, Quinto 91078, and the treasure hunt 213, 21, 22, and 26. Good luck.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
While I am certainly no Ken Cara, here goes my attempt at sports with the help of Mike Terleski. We'll start tonight with football games of local interest. Hazleton area will travel to Williamsport to take on the Millionaires, with both teams looking for their first victory of the season. The undefeated Phillies and Spartans clash in Fountain Springs. Last year, the Phillies upset the Spartans in a 27-26 victory, so the Spartans should be waiting to try to pay the Phillies back with a win this year. Winless Shenandoah Valley and Panther Valley will meet tonight in Lansford and earn the first win for either team. Moving on, the Blue Raiders will host the Hurricanes, who are the defending District 11 Class A champs. The Golden Bears travel to Minersville to battle the Battlein Miners, and Crestwood goes up into the Wyoming Valley to take on the Pittston area Patriots. For our final slate of games, we have the Bulldogs taking on the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West, both of whom are 2-1 and coming off victories last week. Lehighton travels to Blue Mountain. Abington Heights will take on Delaware Valley. And now to the scoreboard we go, and we'll start with girls varsity volleyball, where Marion demolished Blue Mountain in a 3-0 match. Marion's Abby O'Donnell had a stellar night with 30 assists, 1 kill, and 8 digs. The Lady Cougars rolled over the Preppers of MMI 3-0 last night. Julia Rodenko leading the way for Hazleton area, racking up 8 kills and 4 blocks. Crestwood continued the trend of 3-0 games last night by topping Dallas. Brianna Hearn got 11 kills, 6 digs, and 5 service points for the Comets last night. And in the Schuylkill League, Panther Valley trounced Tamaqua 3-0, despite Carly Kosiak's earning 6 service points, 7 digs, and 3 kills for the Lady Raiders. Now let's putt on over to golf, where the Preppers edged by Hanover area 189-207, earning the Wyoming Valley Conference Class AA Division IV title. The Preppers' Sam Harmon fired a 41 to earn medalist honors. In field hockey action last night, the Lady Cougars rode a second-half surge to top Pittston area 8-0 at Harmon Geist last night, with Kara Sanford putting up a hat trick for the Lady Cougars. And we're finishing our results roundup on the tennis courts tonight. The Lady Preppers topped Hanover area 4-1, while Hazleton area fell to Holy Redeemer 5-0. Wyoming area blanked Crestwood in straight sets, and Tamaqua topped Pottsville in a 5-2 non-league showdown. And finally tonight in sports, our very own Ron Marchetti will be officially roasted tonight by the Elks Club of Hazleton. We don't know why he needs to be roasted, because Ron is always well done. Here he is now.
Game night on this Friday, September 19th, a beautiful night to tailgate. Hi, everybody. Hazleton area is at Williamsport. Both clubs are 0-3, and Marion is at North Schuylkill. Both teams are 3-0. It will be the Colts' stiffest test and the Cougars' best chance to win a game. Let's recap last weekend and this past week. Hazleton area lost to Delaware Valley 41-7, the third straight game that ended with the Cougars under the mercy rule. Marion remained unbeaten with an easy win over Minersville 47-12. KJ Snur rushed for a $119 and 3 touchdowns. Other scores of local interest: Berwick held on to defeat Dallas 26-23 after the Mountaineers missed what would have been a tying field goal late in the fourth. North Schuylkill, the Colts' opponent tonight, got past Lehighton 28-25. Jim Thorpe nipped Tamaqua 7-6, and Crestwood creamed Coughlin 63-27. On Saturday, Penn State rallied past Rutgers 13-10 in New Jersey. Notre Dame defeated Purdue 30-14 in Indianapolis. The Nittany Lions host UMass tomorrow, and the Irish are off. On Sunday, the Eagles rallied for the second straight week to be 2-0. The Birds trailed Jacksonville 17-0 at half in week 1 and 17-6 to the Colts last Sunday at half. They play the Skins in Philly on Sunday. And speaking of the Redskins, RG3 is out for the season. So Kirk Cousins will take over the reins, and it could be a blessing in disguise for Washington. In my humble opinion, the jury is still out on RG3. Also this week, the Baltimore Orioles, Washington Nationals, and Los Angeles Angels nailed down division titles. It was the first AL East division crown for the Orioles since 1997. What else? The Minnesota Vikings placed their star running back Adrian Peterson on paid leave as he faces a felony child abuse charge. He could be gone for the season, but I don't think so. The Charlotte Panthers removed their all-pro offensive end Greg Hardy from the active roster until his domestic violence case is resolved. Florida State's Jameis Winston, last year's Heisman winner, has been benched by the Seminoles for the first half of tomorrow's game with Clemson. for stupid slur remarks he made. And local freshman Tina Caprell is running wild for Marion in the Schuylkill County Cross Country State. She sprinted the Phillies past Pine Grove. Close to 400 are expected to attend the Hazelton Area Sports Hall of Fame induction dinner on Sunday at Genetti's Best Western. You have to go until Monday. Be a good sport. Stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 14th birthday to Christian Snyder of Youngstown. She celebrates on Saturday. Love from Mom, Dad, Brother Hare, Grandmom, Aunt Patty, and Ollie. Also tonight, happy 88th birthday to Yolanda Yogi Veets. Love from your family and friends. Another announcement, Jocelyn's second annual Harvest Happy Hour will be held at Casats Cafe in Hazelton, October 9th from 4 to 8 p.m. All ages are welcome and all proceeds benefit the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America. For info, call 570-454-9174. And finally, St. Michael's Church in Shenandoah will be holding a Lego Bingo event Sunday, October 12th. Doors open at noon. Bingo starts at 1:30. Admission is $25. For tickets or information, call 570-462-0809. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Dorothy F. Kennelly of Weston. Funeral is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. in the Emmanuel UCC Church. There will be no public viewing. The Harmon Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Mary Kaplow of Hazelton. Arrangements will be announced by the Turnbach Funeral Home. Donna Marie Antolik of Drums. Funeral is Saturday at 9 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. And George J. Stagina of Freeland. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now in News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Gabriella Gallagher of West Hazelton. Gabriella, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Once again, congratulations to Ron Marchetti on his being honored tonight by the Hazelton Elks Club. Everybody here at FYI says congratulations. And join us tomorrow for FYI Weekend, because we'll be telling you about new programs at a local college. Plus, Kenny and Dave are in to talk about local inductees in a local Hall of Fame. Until then, good night, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow.